Proper planning prevents poor performance. This applies to videos just as much as it does to everything else you do in your business. In this video, I'm going to talk about the things that you need to consider in order to plan your videos properly, and I'm going to give you a structure of how to plan and script your video. So let's get started. First of all, where is your video going to be used? Have a think about how you're planning to use the video. Because if you're planning on putting it on social media, it might be structured slightly differently to if it's going on your website. If it's on your website, people have gone over to your website and they're ready to watch a slightly longer video. Who are the target audience? So this kind of follows on. If your target audience are on social media, who are they? Who are you actually talking to? And I've done other videos talking about just speak to one person when you're doing your videos. This is the time to work out who that person is so that you can plan your video around them. What's the aim of the video? What are you actually trying to achieve with the video? So this also ties into where it's going to be used. If it's going to be on a landing page, for example, with a call to action button below, then maybe you want to include that in the video and ask people to click on the button below to sign up or find out more. If it's going on social media, perhaps you want to get people to go to your bio and follow a link there. So yeah, just think about the outcome that you're trying to achieve with the video. What's the messaging and how long should the video be? So what is the key message? And I've talked on other videos here on the YouTube channel about making sure that you're talking to your customers' problems. So make sure that you're keying into the problems that they have and you're showing that you have a solution to those problems. The length of the video is going to vary again depending on where it's being used. So a social media video might just be very short because people are just scrolling their social media. They maybe don't want to listen to such a long video. If it's going on your YouTube channel, it might be a longer format video, a bit like this or even longer. And if it's going on your website, again, people have got there because they want to hear more from you. So they're probably prepared to watch a slightly longer video. What's the script and who's going to be in the video? So you do actually want to script out your video so you know what you're going to be saying. Of course, you know what you're talking about and you might feel comfortable just getting up there and talking, but I always think it's a good idea to at least have a few notes jotted down so that you've got a bit of an idea. And we're going to talk about structure in a minute as well. I'll give you a bit of a structure to follow for that format. And who's going to be in the video? Is it going to be you? Is it going to be another member of staff? Is it going to be one of the directors? Just think about who's actually going to deliver the video. So once you know what you're going to be talking about in the video, you'll know if there's going to be some B-roll footage required, and then you can, again, plan what you're going to film so that you can put it over the top of your speaking. Just quickly, we're building this YouTube channel as part of our mission to help elevate UK manufacturing. We want to see you guys succeed and we're putting out all this helpful content to help you do that. So please show your support by hitting subscribe, hitting the old notification bell and sharing these videos far and wide. Right, let's get back to the video. One of the most important things in the video is the first 5 seconds, and that's a pretty universal truth now that you've got to get those first 5 seconds right. Otherwise people are just going to go away from the video. So you're going to start your video with a hook that's going to be a one-line sentence that gives a bit of intrigue as to why they should carry on watching the video. The next line is going to be your re-engagement. So you've engaged them with the hook, but now you've got to re-engage them, just really sort of pique their interest. And there are different ways you could do this. It might be something that follows on from the hook and just kind of builds on that, or it might be something that's kind of sounds completely opposite and counterintuitive to what you've said in the hook. Again, the two of those then just build that intrigue. The next section is what we call the setup. So you're going to set the scene. You're going to give people an example, perhaps you're going to tell them a story, or you're just going to tell them a few facts about what it is that you're going to be talking about. And then we get to the peak, and this is where you deliver what you've promised to deliver at the beginning of the video. So this is the bit that people have been waiting for, the real good value add. Finally, after that, you're going to come through with a bonus. So you've already delivered what you've promised to give them. Now you're going to deliver a little bit more. So think about a bonus tip that you could provide in your video after that peak. Finally, you're going to just wrap things up and just summarize what you've said, and perhaps there's a call to action in the end there as well as to where you want them to go next. And now it's time for my wrap up. So I just want to encourage you to plan your videos out. Make sure that you've got a good structure. Check that first 5 seconds is really compelling and hooking people in. And I promise you'll notice the benefits immediately if you start doing this.